Welcome to my world.
Hello, my friends out there. I'm back again, Jörg from Germany, and here is another horrible, I would like to say, another great episode of Jörg's World Alive. And today I have no guests from India. Instead, I have guests from Indiana in USA. Nothing to laugh about. It's really true, and I was told there is more than corn. So let's have a look at this, guys. And plop. So here we are. Hey boys, how are you?
Hey, Jørg. Man. Hey, Jørg. Thanks for having us.
How's the weather over there?
It's about
Pretty
80,
nice today.
85.
Sunny and clear.
Sunny and clear.
It's beautiful.
So not so perfect for watching an online streaming show, but but we have the replay on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook group. And if you want, if you have the time, today at 8 p.m. Detroit time, you can listen to this guys on plutoradio.com. So don't forget 8 p.m. Plutoradio.com, 8 p.m. Detroit time, and you'll listen to their music. So what kind of music are you doing?
Much love rock. Love rock.
From the gut.
Yeah.
All original rock and roll.
All original rock and roll, baby. Bringing it back. So, yeah, hopefully more of a throwback to the good music that was back in the day.
Yeah, I think you're too young to know the good music from end of the 70s and the beginning of the 80s.
We're the babies. We're the offspring.
I've got some stories, but yes, no, I was born and raised listening to that stuff. So yeah, Zeppelin, Floyd, all the greats, Aerosmith,
Hendrix.
Okay, yeah, but Hendrix died a few days before.
Oh, don't know. What? Oh shit!
Yeah, I want to say 72. I think here at least here I was born.
So talented.
Yeah, man.
Around that. So I watched some videos of you. So we just talked a little bit before we started the online stream today. So you had to stop your activities, your live activities, due to the COVID virus.
Yes.
So you had a lot of plans to play and had a lot of gigs and venues to play, or how was it?
Yeah, we were really heading into probably our busiest time. The album had been out for, I don't know, maybe 3 months was it at the time?
The album was released December 28th of 2019. So we played actually
a couple shows.
We did one show. We had a bunch of shows lined up, and then it all got canceled. So
yeah, it was definitely a big, obviously an unforeseen event and a major cog in the works. But we did take advantage of that time. I'll hand it over to Mike at that point because he came up with no less than 40, 50 all original tunes that we really have worked on, and basically we have our next few albums already plotted out due to having that time to sit around and play during the coronavirus.
Yeah, I was like, well, if I'm going to be cooped up, I'm going to just get so into my addiction, which is creating something from nothing. Whatever. And these guys, man, we work well together. We've got such a great connection, and the love between us keeps us going, man. So we just mold it together.
You're living in the neighborhood or something, or are you far?
We're in the Hoosier neighborhood.
The Hoosier neighborhood.
No, it was a major challenge. We're used to getting together at the Jared owns his own studio, Knuckle Futz Productions. We get together over here and rehearse live together. And suddenly we couldn't do that. Just out of safety. We had to each stay at home. So it was really, Mike would record, he'd come up with these songs and record them on his phone and email them to us. And then we would write our parts at home and start sending wave files to each other and mixing and mastering. And basically had to learn a whole new way of rehearsing with one another.
Yep.
But now we're pretty good at it. So, even if we're in different parts of the world, we can still write together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an absolute curiosity. I heard the album, the demos are really recorded during 2 hours a day or something.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was at Jason's house, actually, in his studio. That's concept and everything. We went in with nothing and we just jammed, and Jason hit record, and what you hear on that tape is what we did in those 2 hours. We practice 2 hours a night, I think, and then we would kill it because he had to shut down at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock because of the neighborhood he's in. So yeah, our practices were fairly short, but sometimes we put in 2 songs. Mike, you think?
Yeah. Well, it seems like we were doing 2 or 3. Sometimes we complete a song in a night for sure, but we kept spilling over, man. The cup was running over with ideas. We had some funk. We had some punk. We were just doing everything that we were influenced by. It just rolled out. You know.
What a big amount of creativity in this short time.
Yeah.
The recordings are amazing. I had them sometimes in the radio show. And I must
thank
say,
you.
it's a really cool quality. Absolutely.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Jørg.
There's one on there. We didn't even know we were recording it. We were just messing around, and we didn't even know that the record had been pressed. But Jason came back later and put some vocals to it. So that's what Flesh and Bone is, the third song on that CD. That we were just warming up. We literally had no idea we were even being recorded.
Yeah, we got it like the next day or something. He goes, "Oh yeah, here's another tune," and he put vocals to it. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was funny. I looked over at Larry, and I just looked at him and just pointed at him. So he just said, "Oh," and just did his thing in the break in the B section.
And I think you can hear some of that in the background too. I believe.
Yeah.
Hey, stop drinking beer. We are recording.
You can't stop us. Oh, is this an intervention? Okay.
Yeah, should we have a look into your video maybe? Unfortunately you have only one original video. You have to change that.
I know.
And
yeah.
Should we play the medium fish?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah.
Why the medium fish? Why not a big fish or a small fish or a shellfish or a...
Jason would be the best voice for this.
It's based on living in Indiana because it's kind of a small area and the actual music scene's not really the biggest around, and like he says, he'd rather be a medium fish in a small pond as opposed to a small fish in a large pond. So that's kind of what we are, and that's what the song's kind of about, being a medium fish in a small pond, being Indiana is a small pond.
Ah, cool. Now I know what you mean. So let's have a look at that song. I will play it again for you at home and in the replay at the end of the show, so that you can go and support these guys.
All right,
streaming their music and buying their CDs and their merch and the guitar player and everything else. So
Thanks,
here we go.
One, two, three, four. We're headed for stormy weather. Yesterday it felt like winter. really got a good heart. Sometimes I wanna pack and leave, but the cost of living here is so cheap. My city's really got all I need. Oh, medium fish in a small pond, yeah, that's me. Sometimes I wanna pack and leave, but the cost of living here is so cheap. My city's really got all I need. Oh, medium fish in a small pond, yeah, that's me. We're headed for stormy weather. Yesterday it felt like winter. Today it's a Tropicana. Welcome to Indiana, baby. Who's your mama? Yeah. Who's your mama? Who's your mama? Ow.
Amazing. and that's really done in a rehearsal session.
It was our actual CD release party. The live footage was shot at our CD release party, which was December 28th, 2019. And then the rest of the footage, the up close videos of Jason and the lyrics and Mike's guitar solo where he's shaking and all that stuff. It was a great time. That was all shot the night that they basically shut down the U.S. for COVID. That was the night that we recorded that.
And that part of it was done right here.
Yeah.
The studio is right out there, which he has recently just expanded, man. I mean, so the recording studio for Nuck and Futz, it was already pretty nice, but man, it has undergone a major renovation. So we're really privileged to be able to practice and record in a studio all the time. It makes a huge difference when you're always recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Had it on a big control room, yeah. So go ahead. Sorry.
Jared, won't you tell us a little bit about your distant cousin, the animal from the Muppet Show?
Yeah, we're very close, very close. He was actually one of my biggest influences growing up. So yeah, along with John Bonham and all the favorites, Keith Moon. But yeah, Animal was definitely in there. So
yeah.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, you can see it in the video. And Larry, the suit fits perfectly. Absolutely.
Oh, it does.
Looking like a old Chicago bluesman.
Profile.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely great. And Mike, how many guitars do you use on a
Show?
live?
Well, a show. Of course, I'd like to have the capability to switch out for every song for the tone. But I like I use the Strat, and I have a Les Paul as backup. So I have a Les Paul Classic 69 and Sunburst has a nice, brilliant tone. Mm-hmm. And then I have the Strat. That's the only two live I use, so I can grab them easily when I need them. One is backup usually.
But there's a huge difference between using a Strat and using a Les Paul.
It's true, but with that hot reel, it's my own custom mix. That hot reel has a difference. It's the trick. That's the magic trick of that guitar.
Oh,
The fatness is there.
we have a watcher from Borneo. Hello out there. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
That's so cool. Yeah. What do you say? Do we fall back into the Stone Age when the COVID phase is over? Or are we going to use the internet for future things, for additional streaming or something? How would you use it?
Jared, go.
You want me to go? I'll go with it. I think that the internet and the ability to send wave files to each other, no matter where we're at in the world, I think that's here to stay. It wasn't really our choice to do it that way, but now that we've had to do it that way, and we've learned a lot about mixing and mastering, and we've all kind of become our own little sound engineers at home, we realize that we have that capability. So, when the opportunity presents itself, yes, we'll get together physically in the studio together, but now we are confident that even if we are not in the same location, we can still write song and communicate together. I don't think that's going to go away. So it really is an additional tool in the arsenal at this point. So to a certain degree, strangely enough, it helped us in that fashion.
Yeah, I'm asking because I see that the old times are over. We're starting into a new time using the internet, and the old thought of maybe the thought of a label having as many artists as possible to generate some streaming counts or something. I think that's over. So we have to network over the internet.
Yeah, exactly. I with Twitter and everything, that's how we met. I also do reviews with Mary from Brecken Reviews. She's been she's been awesome. Mary's awesome. But I mean, it's huge. I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at. We wouldn't have met you. All the online radio shows. In January, after we released the CD, we were played on BBC One in the UK. It's just been amazing. But yeah, the internet's such an amazing tool, and it's not going away. It's just going to get bigger.
And what about the internet connection over there? I had a talk to Pluto John Renard, and he's always a little bit unhappy about the connection to LA. So what's your experience?
It depends on what you have. I mean, we have a fiber around Indianapolis and Indiana and various locations. It's just if you have the ability to get it in your area. I mean, we're pretty rural here, but we got lucky. So I actually have fiber. So, cool. And I think Mike has. I don't know what you have. You have fiber, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, fiber optic. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like we're really fortunate to have great internet connection for the most part. It's never really been a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Our cell phones might drop out here and there, but I mean the fiber's pretty solid.
Expected. Yeah.
Yeah, did you ever hear of Steinberg's Cubase and the remote recording thing? Did you ever try that out?
I have not.
I have not.
VST Connect.
Huh.
Cubase we're familiar with
Yes.
from recording. Probably use Pro Tools, almost exclusively these days, but at least, back in the early 2000s, I know Cubase, from my experience, was a very popular recording software. As far as you said, Steinberg, I mean, I'm thinking of the bass guitars that they make. Is that where you were going with that?
Headless.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's not a different company, but it sounds German.
Yeah.
Yep. Indeed.
And Germany always has its finger on the pulse of innovation.
Is it Steinberger? It might be Steinberger. Steinberg. I think so. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, Steinberg and
the headless. Yeah.
The headless ones. Yeah, I know. And Mike, what do you think about headless guitars?
I saw
ugly headless guitars.
Oddly headless guitars.
Exactly.
Better headless of a guitar than to be headless. Glad I have my head. But Eddie Van Halen, when he first played it, I'm like, that's Eddie Van Halen with the headless guitar. And it's like, he sounds badass. I don't know. It's my first experience looking at it. And then at a good music store, there were people playing it. I don't know. I'm not, as long as it sounds good, man. I mean, as long as it fits you and it expresses your art and your feeling and what you're hearing, you know.
Well, I'll say this: the Steinberg bass. I've played a couple of them. They're a little bit difficult to play by the design. They're real small body, no headstock or anything, but they sound phenomenal. They're really good sounding bass. Once you figure out how to use them, they have a great sound.
Like a kayak paddle.
Yeah,
yeah, bro. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, like a kayak paddle, but pickups, everything. You know, I've played them before. Justin's dad had one mounted to a stand. Actually, you could just walk over and jam on it, even if you had your guitar, and it sounded great.
That's cool.
How cool, boys! What are you going to do in the next time? Do we have some gigs to play?
At the moment, we're pretty open. So if you know anybody in Germany or the UK that wants to book a band from the US, we're ready. So, yeah.
We're we're in a holding pattern right now. Our vocalist Jason, who couldn't be here today, he's signed with a national act called Bowie. So he's basically the David Bowie for this band, and they do tour nationally. So until he's wrapped that up, we're kind of free to do multiple other projects. So we got a lot going on. Every member of the band is working with other people right now, doing things. But in the process, we're pretty much writing the next album. We got together and rehearsed. What was it, last Friday? What we did, came up with 4 songs. We really set out to do a couple that Mike had written during COVID, and we accidentally wrote 4 new ones. That's kind of how it goes. We go in there and start playing and hit record and
let it rip.
Man, the chemistry's there. It just keeps coming. So
I can see that, yeah.
But yeah, Jason's project's called Bowie Live. If you want to look it up, I think they're actually going to be on a PBS show in Florida. It's going to be on TV. So out of all the cover bands that they were the Bowie act that got picked as a tribute band.
Well, I think they're the licensed cover. I think they're the licensed David Bowie cover band too, if I understand the way that works. So they get the really good gigs, man, playing casinos and hotels and big events, small arenas, theaters, things of that nature. So we're really proud of him. He got the gig off of opening up for them with a group of local musicians where they all dressed up on Halloween, wasn't it?
No, it was they did it wasn't Halloween, it was before that, but it was Labyrinth. They did the Bowie from Labyrinth, and they did all the Bowie songs from the Labyrinth area. Mm-hmm. So
they liked him so much they canned the guy they had and hired him on the spot.
Yeah.
So, we look, we always want people to be successful in their endeavors, and Jason's very passionate, and it's a great opportunity for him. They pay him very well. Gets paid very handsomely, so we're proud of him. We're willing to wait for him to finish that up and get back to where Love Battalion can start, booking shows again.
And what about you, Mike? What would you say to have some cover songs in the set?
Oh, I'd love to.
Do you have enough own songs, or?
Yeah, we could do the Love Battalion style of anything that we like. We should. There's so many cool influences that we all have, punk to blues to rock. I mean, I'm throwing out ideas. I was gonna mention that to you guys. Maybe we should do a cover.
We in our shows, the last show we did, we did a punk song by Fang, and Mike sang it.
Yeah.
And then we've done Jumpin' Jack Flash. We've done A Whole Lot of Love by Zeppelin. We did War Pigs, didn't we, or something?
Yeah, the last gig we did a cover that we've never played or rehearsed before. So
yeah, somebody yelled it out, and Mike starts playing it, and I'm like, we haven't rehearsed this at all, but here we go.
You start jamming, yeah.
It's usually something classic rock oriented, though, like Sabbath, Zeppelin, Rolling Stones. You know, not overly complicated, but fun and something that people recognize.
Yeah.
Kiss. We did a Kiss song recently.
Yeah. And Jason, he's in he's in multiple bands. He does a lot of Halloween tribute shows, and he'll dress up as different artists. And one of his big ones is Prince. He does Prince very well. So, and then there was a band where Jason and I met a long time ago. It was called the Scallywags, and we used to do Darling Nikki together with that band. So it was fun.
And where did you come from, Mike? From what band?
Oh God!
What bands?
How bands? Yeah, plural. That's more like it. I was in I was in a band that in Magnolia Hum. Jared, Todd, Kramer, Jason Koch, Ray Wahardo, and you guys were practicing down. I think that's how I met Jason, through Todd. And we were kind of, after that we did some recording projects I did with Jason on and off, and wrote a few songs, and I was in and out. I've been in and out of cover bands, and
I think we did some shows together as well. So
yeah, we did back in the day. So yeah, God, that's just, I've been blessed. I feel like, you know, to be around so many good musicians.
But it all started as a drag band, didn't it? Back in the day.
Yeah, I did. I was in Goldie Rocks. I was in a drag band. Oh yeah,
Goldie Rocks. That is great, dude.
I did, man. Makeup and all, big hair, posing. I need a place to stay in Florida. That's, you know, hey dude, makeup, yeah, so good. I did it.
$20 is $20, you know.
$20. Yes, to have a crew. It was lean times, mean times. We had
There
some
you
fun.
go. Yeah. And where you Mercy Kill, other band?
Oh yeah, they got me. My background is metal music, so I grew up here in Indianapolis. First good band was a band called Fictional Tensions. Then I was down in Florida for a while. Played with Ancestor. It was another metal band. Did my first rock band down there with Supermodel. They were actually signed to Magic City Records out of Miami. And then when I came back up here, I joined Mercy Kill, and Mercy Kill did really good. Our first album, Throw the Switch, hit really good, and we toured around, went out west, played Las Vegas and Phoenix and all that stuff. And then how I ended up in this band, I just was jamming with Jared. We kind of got involved in a project called Soundtrack to My Demise, which the album just came out, actually. But during which time we were working on that project, we started Love Battalion, wrote an album, and I mean, that one happened really, really quick. You knew within the rehearsal with Love Battalion that there was something really special there.
Yeah, if you listen to the CD, actual Lazy Days, the track Lazy Days, was written without a bass player. Actually, Larry wasn't part of the band then, so we were looking for one, and I just asked him out of the blue. I was like, hey, would you be into practice and jamming with us? And from then, that was magic and history, so yeah.
Yeah, here in Germany, it's really quite hard to find a bass player too, and impossible to find a keyboard player.
Really?
What's going on in Indiana with free musicians to making good music?
Yeah. It seems like everybody's recording at home, and we have a nice family scene. It's like a music family, and it feels great. You know, just what we know, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think bass players are hard to find here too, though, because I'm in like 6 bands right now.
True.
Okay.
True.
But that really just filling the gap in until we get Jason back. You know, Love Battalion, so definitely #1 project.
Yes.
And with all that projects and with all that great music and creativity, how do you find time to do your job every day?
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yep, that is the challenge. You nailed it right there, man.
Yeah.
You know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go do your 50 hours a week at work too, and
Larry just got a new job that he has to work nights, so practice is kind of limited to only 2 days now because he's unavailable.
Yeah, I'm on a night schedule. Probably our girlfriends suffer the most. We still make time for the music, but something has to give. So a lot of times, it's the girlfriends and wives that are very understanding, and we certainly love them for that.
Yeah,
You
family,
should create
friends,
more
yes.
videos.
Yeah, we do need to make more videos. Actually, we're in talks in the Donuts in a Hearse song. We've got a connection that we've actually got an indie car driver, actually possibly, that might be doing the actual. He owns the hearse and be in the video as well.
He's actually a pretty famous NASCAR driver too. We can't say the name, but from Indiana, just retired recently, and apparently owns a hearse. And there's a connection. Maybe we get him to take us out and do some donuts in that thing. And there's our music video.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That would be cool. And with all that creativity, do you have a plan in creating songs or an album? Is there the thought of a concept in an album?
At the moment, it's just getting together and jamming. I mean, and what comes out is what comes out. So, but that's something we could throw around for sure.
Mike has written us a catalog of probably close to 100 songs.
Yeah.
During COVID-19, there were days where we got 8 songs from it.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction.
We have this. The hardest thing right now is to pick which ones. We've got more than we've ever had walking into a new album. So that's where we're at there. As far as concept, we want to stay within the Love Battalion concept and bring something that's positive to people's life. There's plenty of negative things going on out there. We really want to bring something that is enlightening and positive and brings people together, and that's the concept.
There's too much negativity in the world right now with even COVID and stuff. So
that's right. Fight the virus. Fight the virus with love,
positivity.
With love, exactly. And what about the lyrics, Mike? Are you also writing the lyrics for the songs?
I come up with stuff and working. Hopefully, we all collectively come up with lyrics. All of us write. Occasionally, Jason will open up. We can co-write, but I'm hoping to do more of that. But I do some of it. I sing a little, but Jason's a singer.
Okay.
I just sing a tad.
And what are you singing about? With the songs?
Just kind of a collective streaming unconscious. What do I sing about, guys? What the fuck is he talking about? It comes out with poetry and amalgams, and it's very stream of consciousness. It's kind of weird. People say, "What's that about?" It's like, I know what it's about in my heart, but I can't explain it. It's weird.
That's the cool thing about music. I mean, everybody can take something different from anything that we're talking about and bring it into their own life. I mean, so that's what's cool about music. So it affects everybody differently.
A time ago, I watched a video with an interview video with Tony Iommi, and he was asked if he finds it okay that all the lyrics are about praying to the Dark Lord and something. And he said they're really cool. And I don't know anything about the lyrics. I don't care. I'm playing the guitar.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. For me, it's experience of love and loss and, life, relationships.
Actually, I think Geezer was the one that wrote all the stuff off of, he's the main lyricist for Black Sabbath. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
For Ozzy. Yeah. He was like, give it to me.
Yeah. I don't think we wanted to hear that Ozzy's paranoid.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. There's some really good videos.
We have a whiteboard out in the studio, and a lot of times when we're rehearsing these days, it's the 3 of us right now. So we'll brainstorm some lyrics up, and it could be a broad variety of topics, everything from some of the crazy stuff the mainstream media is doing right now to maybe that girlfriend that got away from you back in the day. But we always leave the door open to Jason because he's the master at it, man. Literally can write on the spot some of the best lyrics that you could come up with. So, we mess around with it, but the door's always open, for creativity for him. So that's kind of how we've been doing it.
When people ask me what I'm writing or whatever, I usually say, well, what does it mean to you? I mean, it doesn't matter what it means to me because you're the audience. You're the person. You're buying it. You're enjoying it. It doesn't matter. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, exactly. The connection. Yeah.
Connection.
Yeah. Because of the good music, I think you're doing something right.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks,
Jørg.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if I find more questions. You tell everything without any question, so it's really hard.
We talk too much. Is that what it is?
Is that what it is? You can tell us, Jørg.
Kate, can we ask you a question?
Yeah, do that.
Come on, do it.
Are you in a band right now? What are you doing musically?
I'm at the moment I'm starting my own record label.
Awesome.
And I'm about to remix and remaster the albums I did last year. And when I'm finished with that, I hope that I can bring out some new music together with John Renard from Pluto Radio. We have 3 songs in the drawer. Really
Oh,
cool.
wow.
I want to hear
Kind of
these.
bit of art rock. And yeah, and I still have my blues band comrades
Sweet.
in the near and in the rehearsal room. I didn't meet them since the beginning of the last year, but I think they are still there. And so if it's needed, we could start to play the 2 blues albums, maybe a little bit of the slide fusion I did. I did a creation,
Oh, cool.
a mix between
Very cool.
heavy metal and the slide guitar,
Nice.
which sounds really cool. But it's all down at the moment because of founding a new label and making all the
sure.
mechanisms work and so. But in a few weeks I'll be up with that. Yeah, and I would really love to play live, and maybe there's, and I cannot say a name, but maybe there's a chance to be the lead guitar player for an European tour with a Canadian rock musician. Maybe.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Man,
Very
on.
Very cool. That'd be
That's
awesome.
awesome, Jørg. Yeah.
Woo!
I can't get that high, man.
No, that's killer, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. It sounds very ambitious, and sounds like you got a lot of passion.
Yeah, I love the intro music that you have going on. That's rocking, man.
Yeah, it's great. Heard
Yeah,
some
that's
good,
a part of the Torn album from I did last year, and that album contains half and a half rock music, metal music, instrumental music. It's only instrumental, and the other half of the song, the other 50%, are made with an sampled, but with an orchestra. So I played a little bit the Malmsteen, playing the lead guitar instead of the lead violin.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I didn't realize that was you playing that intro music. That was very well
Yeah.
done. Yeah,
It's
sounds
very well
great.
put together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very awesome. So I read about your bio, and so you basically say you're a vampire. So I'm just wondering how to become a vampire.
The story is really easy. We started in 2018 with the first blues album with a We Call It Rock. No, we call it blues. Oh my God. We didn't know what kind of music it is. It is blues, it is rock, is it blues rock or something? And so I said, okay, we call it blues, and that's the name of the album. And we finished the album on CD. And we had a new keyboard player, the only keyboard player you could get in whole Germany, in whole Europe. And that guy was originally from Romania.
There we go.
Hey Jörg, can I send that song to my friend in Romania? Yes, send it. Send it. 10 minutes later, we had a call in the. He had a call in the rehearsal room if he would like to come to Romania to play the songs over there. And yes, okay, big thing, first time in a foreign country, and so. And we went over to Romania, where they all used to sleep with the head down. You know, the vampires.
Yes.
Vlad Tepes and Dracula and
Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad, yes.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's a story about the vampires and the dark things in there.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, cool. I was curious. Thank you.
I thank you for the question. So, what about cross composing or making music over the internet and making some cooperation? Did you start something with people who are not from Cornland?
Yeah.
We'd like to. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, we kind of lost signal for a little bit, so we kind of missed out on that last question.
Oh, about music, about making music online with people outside of Indiana.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, we're totally into that.
Totally into that, yeah. We should do that. So anybody listening that wants to jam, let us know.
I'm actually in a project that does that. It's called Alien Propulsion Technology, and the guitar player lives in Tampa. His name is Rob LaRocca, and the drummer, Sean Young, lives here in Indianapolis. And so Sean and I will do the tracks here, send them to Rob, and then he does his part down there, and then goes to Morrisound to do a mix master. Those guys with Morrisound are they've done all like the Corrosion of Conformity albums, and they're pretty popular with the metal stuff. So it's a pretty neat way of doing music. It's a lot cooler to get together in the same room, but if you can get that energy on your own at home, then that's even another level of achievement, to be able to create that energy to be a part of it. So I think that's probably the big challenge with that is just getting fired up by yourself at home and realizing how important what you're doing is at the time.
Yeah, and the only thing you really need one in this cooperation who has his home studio or has an studio at home.
Yeah.
I can imagine it's really hard when you only have your laptop computer and fiddling around with a little bit web files or something. But having a studio is a great thing to make cooperations, I guess.
Yeah, that is right. Yeah, we're very fortunate. Jared's really become a great sound engineer. He's worked very hard for it.
Yeah, although the other day when we were doing the test, it didn't seem like that. What's some of the equipment you use, Jörg? Sorry.
I'm working with Cubase, Steinberg Cubase, as we spoke about in the number 11, the latest one. Okay. And as a sound hardware, I'm using the former Creamware. Now it's Soniccore. And it was a German business. They started in 2000 or so, and it's based on a DSP farm. So I have 3 PCI cards in my computer, and have 18 DSPs. They are calculating the reverbs and the compressors, and all the really intensive stuff. And so I get with easy things, I get a good sound.
Yeah, no. When you plugged in the other day, it sounded amazing. So,
yeah,
great. Yeah, what's your favorite microphone that you use?
SM7B.
SM7, very good, very good. Is that what you record your guitar cabs with, or?
That's much more easy. You can see this little black thing. It's a silent cabinet by Jet City. in this cabinet I go with an combo amp, with an Laney Lionheart, and with the footboard I make a split over a red box by Eugene Kettner, and make a stereo sound. And yeah, it's that easy. You plug in, you only press record and record the stuff.
Cool.
The same sound
Sweet.
I have with the guitar students here in that room and on the new recordings. It's
Awesome.
quite easy.
Very cool.
Cool.
Very nice.
And I can everybody only suggest to try out those silent cabinets with 2 microphones in there, one ribbon microphone and Shure SM 58.
57.
The
57.
small one,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
banana.
Yeah.
And that's a quite good sound. You make this investment once around maybe $400 or $500, and you're done for all your life in recording.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike,
Huh?
there you go.
Okay.
How do
All
you
right.
record?
I just go to Jared's. I go to Jared's. I have. I'll literally use
Problem
my phone.
solved.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
use a voice memo on my phone to record ideas, and I just send it to these guys via email and text phone. You know, via text.
The problem with Mike is we got to get him to go to the guitar store to buy a new set of strings. Yeah, so he has 6 strings.
Well, it's like I like the tone. You know, I get stuck on the tone, going, I love it. Yeah, you know how it is, Jørg.
Did you get a 6th string?
Oh no, I just gotta get new strings on my acoustic. He's talking about my acoustic. I didn't get new strings on my acoustic, but I'll play the electric through the amp. I'm looking at my amp right there. Said everything's all right here, like in the command center, and I'll just record. It's the room sound I'm in currently, and it just picks up perfectly. And send the idea.
Yeah, Jason, I think, Jason's set up with 57s, I think, and then I use the Sennheiser 909s for guitar amps. Go ahead, Larry. Sorry. Go ahead, Jørg.
Larry, what would you say? Should we force Mike to play a song on the acoustic guitar now? Now.
I will bet you $100 he will not only play you a song right now, he will write you one on the spot.
Yep.
That is the beauty of Mike Smiley. He is an endless font of music. It's absolutely insane. So
I don't know about that.
yeah, Mike, we don't have any lag. You probably go grab the guitar. And one of the things that's really cool about recording with Mike in the studio is that he uses virtually no effects. I mean, sometimes maybe an EQ pedal, sometimes maybe a slight bit of boost for the lead, but no flanger, no chorus, no distortion, nothing. It's just all guitar and amplifier.
It's all through his fingers. It just comes out the sound from his fingers. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hear it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
There it is. And a little louder there.
High tech. There you go. It's key of A.
It's
all
all
right?
part. Yeah, it sounded great, man.
And like a natural flange on it or something.
Yeah, really? Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
built
Mo-
in the guitar.
Yeah. Mike, what is the one pedal that you use when we're recording? You only use one.
Well, Jørg knows the old classic Green Machine, the Tube
The
Screamer.
Tube Screamer.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Ibanez, that and I got to get a nice natural organic sound first. I have to have a relationship with the amp. It's got to respond to what I'm doing by itself, naked. And then I've got a couple other distortions I'll use for something grungier, punchier. And then the Tube Screamer, I'll just use that live, clean and dirty. It's got to have a good clean. It's got to have a nice break. That's why I like the PB Classics and the Fenders, because the cleans break nicely. And the brights are bright, it's natural. The tube, it just sings by itself. And so I keep it pretty simple, man. I keep it pretty simple, but I'm not opposed to and I still have my brain going on like whammy pedal sounds in my head going, oh, that's got to be a whammy pedal. Oh, that's got to be a poly chorus. Oh, that's a flange chorus,
Or a harmonizer.
A harmonizer,
chorus.
Yeah. But then I gotta bring out the board. Then you guys, it's like I gotta build out my board and got to get a tech to wire it all together.
The cool thing about Mike is he just shows up, plugs in, and it's just magic. So he doesn't need anything. Yeah.
These guys are so great to play with, man. So talented, you guys. We're family. We just hope you guys listening will come and see us and feel the magic and feel the love that we have for everybody in music.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's because you are the Love Battalion.
That's right.
You have enough for a whole battalion of soldiers. So.
That's right. That's true.
Exactly right.
So what was it? Your friend said something about she can sleep better at night because knowing that there's a battalion of love out there, so she can sleep better at night.
Yep. We're ready to go to war for the love of the world, baby.
That's right. The Cape of Love. The Cape of Love. The bee love, right? The bees.
Yep.
Bees up.
Oh my God.
Bees up, baby.
Bees up, man.
Jared hates that. That's Mike and I's favorite saying. Bees up, baby.
Bees up.
That's like Love Battalion up. But Jared, not a huge fan, as you can tell.
And there you go. That's Jørg.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very.
I worked many years on this.
I could tell. It's very, It's a gift. That right there would keep a lot of relationships going.
From God.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what she said.
That's what she said.
That finger thing explains some of that glorious lead playing we heard on that intro.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Sounds good.
Maybe.
Really good.
It's not the worst thing to have fast fingers.
No.
Yeah, that is right, brother.
That's right.
Fast fingers go a
Play
long
from
way.
the heart. Play from the heart and the feeling. Play from the heart. That's all it is.
And Mike, I think you have also really, really huge hands. Is it correct? Yeah.
That is correct. And I almost
just one. This one's kind of small.
Oh
yes,
I see.
I do have a They're very large. My feet, toes, I'm like Aquaman. I mean, it's long phalanges.
Wow.
And did you think about to make something special only you can do with that large hands, like Steve Vai or like Niccolo Paganini?
Oh God! It's so funny you brought that up. My brother and I, when we were getting into neoclassical metal in the high school, we picked up. Somebody gave us a recording of Niccolo Paganini, and that guy was ahead of his time. And we were like looking at his fingers in the old sketchings or drawings or pictures or whatever. I think they were sketchings, the Rembrandt period, Renaissance period. And it's just what I attribute that long finger thing to Deep Purple. Richie Blackmore had the same kind of thing. And it's funny you bring it up because there's a physical aspect of it, but it still boils down to here and here in the heart and the head and nerves and how you feel about music. But there is something with that dexterity that Paganini had, and that his compositions were catatonic. I mean, they were like cacophonic everywhere, diminished. He was like a metal guy in the 1700s.
Yeah, absolutely. Like our famous Johann Sebastian Bach, I'm almost sure if he would live nowadays, he would play the electric guitar. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, he would be, not giving it up. He would be, the next Van Halen plus. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think with that big hands, I'm doing guitar lessons for the last, 30 years or so.
Oh, wow.
And I think the trick with the big hands is you have the bigger the hand is, the easier you have more way for a tremolo
Yes, true.
or for tappings or something.
Tapping and tremolo. That's true. Yeah, I think there is something. But then Randy Rhoads had small hands, and he was a genius. He was beautiful and
Absolutely,
fluid, and so it just varies. It's whatever's in your heart. Your body. It's amazing what your mind can do. Your body will adjust over time. I mean, whatever 10,000 hours, Malcolm Gladwell says. Whatever the gurus say. They always put your heart and your mind into it. You can do anything.
And what's
know.
your guitar guru?
Oh my
Is there
God!
one
There's
you would-
oh man! I was listening to Robert Johnson the other day, and I think that man is not from this world. And I don't think there's been anybody like Robert Johnson, man. There's just so many great guitar players. I grew up listening to Angus Young, and I love his phrasing, his the way he emotes. Of course, David Gilmour. While I was listening to him last night, there's just so many. It's just so many. Kurt Cobain, even. There's just a perfect way to sing on it. It was just his solos were so simple, but yet perfect for the song and for what he was trying to say.
Come on
And
the
it's
point, Tim.
just being honest. Yeah, and play with gut feeling and honesty. But yeah, Robert Johnson, I don't think there's been anybody like him. Jimi Hendrix, another one. It's like off the charts. Jeff Beck, which I saw live. Have you ever seen Jeff Beck, Jørg?
No.
Jeff Beck.
No,
Oh my
unfortunately
God.
Not. No.
Oh my God. And the moment he walked out, the tone was just roaring. I mean, he captures you with his hands, his feeling.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, there's so many players. I could go on forever.
And what about you, Jared, Larry? Your favorite musician?
Oh, favorite musicians. Yeah, again, Animal. Go into Animal.
From the Muppet Show?
Yeah. John Bonham, Keith Moon, Joey Kramer from Aerosmith, Peter Criss from Kiss. Those are the huge influences that I have growing up. And then, of course, just over time, there's so many influences. Iron Maiden, Nico. I mean,
Nico,
yeah. So, we got a lot of similarities in our metal musics. We love Maiden, Scorpions. I mean, gotta go back to Germany. The Scorpions. Are you a Scorpion fan or?
Only a little bit. The
Rammstein?
older recordings. Absolutely not.
Really?
It's no virtuous music in Rammstein.
No, it's very techno.
I heard one just a couple days ago. I didn't know, but it turns out they are from Germany, a band called Powerwolf. And
That's a really, really cool band, yeah.
Yeah, they were. It really caught my attention. I grew up listening to Iron Maiden, was my favorite. That's the whole reason I ever picked up a bass. And then, of course, Rush. So you got like Steve Harris, Geddy Lee. Strangely enough, a lot of people wouldn't think it, but when I was young, my brother turned me on to Pink Floyd. So, David Gilmour, Roger Waters, Nick Mason, the way those guys work together is a big influence. And of course, like John Paul Jones, Chris Squire, a lot of the classic players. Cliff Burton, when he was alive, obviously was a huge influence. So, a lot of metal background.
Paul McCartney.
That's been my latest phase. I've been listening to a lot of Paul McCartney and the Wings.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know, man. I just kind of started listening to it again, and was like, man, what's some brilliant stuff here. So
there's a new show on Hulu with McCartney and Rick Rubin that's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I have to look for it.
yeah,
Cool.
It's called McCartney 321. It's 6 episodes, really killer.
The first songs I ever played on the guitar was together with a friend in the schoolhouse, and it was the Beatles complete book. We played it on and forth and for and back and all the things.
Oh, nice.
that is awesome.
That would be awesome.
What a great way to get started.
Yeah. Amazing
It seems
stuff.
so.
It
seems
is.
so, with so many melodic and harmonic in it, and that that gave me a big amount of musicality.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot there. There's a lot there.
and all over the place too. I mean,
Yeah.
they went everywhere. It was
Yeah.
amazing. The Beatles are such an influence
Such
for
thank
me.
God. Thank God for Beatles. Absolutely.
Yeah.
My last question for today. Is there any message you would like to give the people?
Yes.
Don't use the word love.
Go to our website and buy some merch. Buy some
Yes,
CDs and merch. Yeah. Go to the link below.
Search on Spotify, Love Battalion.
Oh, nope, you said love.
I think everything's going to be okay. This has been an extremely difficult time for everyone in the world. No one saw what has happened in the last 2 years. No, I don't think anyone saw this coming. Rally around your family and your friends. Stick to what you believe in. Believe in yourself. Everything will be okay. We're going to make it.
Yeah, exactly. And with people like you, Jørg, keeping the music alive.
Yes.
The indie music, we are so blessed and thankful to have you.
Yes,
so
man.
thank you for keeping the music alive and well
That's
during
right.
this time. So.
Namaste, everyone.
No,
Yeah,
thank
you are
Thank
a
you
prime
so much.
example that there is a great unity, and we can do this together.
Yes.
And we really appreciate you having us on today. It's been
That's
inspiring.
right. It's all about connection.
Yeah. And I can tell you, my studio equipment is in the basement, and in the basement, there are always spiders. And when I'm not recording anything, I'm talking to them about networking, and I can tell you, that's the best tips you can get, the best clues. Absolutely.
Yep.
It's true.
Stay positive.
Cheers.
Roast.
Gross.
Most.
Prost. Okay, boys. Then thank you for spending your time with that crazy German guy.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Jørg. It's been an honor.
Yeah, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Very much so. Thank you, Jørg.
much.
Cubase
So,
Steinberg too. We're going to be checking out that software
Yeah,
too.
Cubase Steinberg.
Yep.
The Cubase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cubase is a cool thing. I'm working for 30 years with Steinberg Cubase.
Okay.
But
I've used it. It's been a while since I've used it, but we're going to check it out again based off your recommendation.
yeah, it's not that bad thing. You can also use Studio One. I'm not sure, but I think there's a free version. The smallest version is for less, I think.
I use the Studio One artist version at home, and that's what I will send Jared stuff with, and then he uses Pro Tools Professional, and Mike uses strangely enough, his cell phone, but that's how we've been doing it during coronavirus.
Sounds great.
And it's been working, so,
Right.
ultimately we eventually get together in the studio and do it all right here at Jared's Knuckle Futz production.
That's
Let's
right.
hope the best. Let's
Yeah.
hope the best.
Yep.
So I'll play you music next week. People at home, don't forget the Love Battalion running on Pluto Radio today at 8 p.m. Detroit time. Yeah, nothing more to say. See you back in a few days. I will make a short break for 2 weeks or so. And I really hope I will be back with a band coming from Canada in the middle of August. So
Awesome.
again, folks, thanks for staying here. Thanks for not running away in panic.
One question. Would the band from Canada be somebody that maybe you might be playing with?
I think it's very likely.
No, not really. It's an independent band. At the
Okay.
moment, we're talking a little bit. They're working on a video for my show, for my
Awesome. Cool.
for the appearance, and the last thing maybe to say, I need some references on my studio label page. I'm
Okay.
starting,
Okay.
and I would like to have some A/B song references in there, and so I make the offer to the independent musicians, sent me one track. I'm mixing and mastering it for free. So
Cool.
I only want to have it on the homepage so that I can say, here is the old version, here is my version, and maybe we'll come a little bit into the business. And this band from Canada, they trusted me and sent me their tracks for one song. And yeah, eventually I will finish it and have a good song and a good show in the middle of August with this Canadian band.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
So yeah,
That's
well, I'll be
great,
in
man.
touch with you. We've got some tracks that we'll be a part of that as well.
Okay. And Mike, think about if we can make any cooperations.
Oh, yeah, we jam and write together online. That'd be wonderful.
Okay. No
Yeah.
problem.
That'd be great. Are you doing it right now? Is that what we're doing right now? Okay.
5 strings as opposed to 6.
I wonder if they
Yeah, I
might have
did
worked
that.
something out already. This is great.
We talked a little bit about, I did that thing with Ryan Neville from New Zealand, and the trick is I'm not the only guy on the internet that has no delay. We were playing a really, really slow blues, and when you slow enough, you know what I mean. But you need to come closer to the mic. Mike.
Hold on. I don't know if I could be able to.
Sounds amazing.
Meet me halfway.
Come on,
Oh,
sing.
don't come at all. Ooh, say, meet me halfway. Oh, don't come at all. Ooh, the road is long, and you know it's just my fault.
Now you know for what that finger is for.
Nice. Oh, if you, look at that.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet. Good job, you guys.
Yeah, great job.
Live streaming too. That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a talk to the spiders in your studio and talk about that.
Yeah. The spiders from Mars. Or Boris.
Exactly.
Boris the spider.
Okay, Mike, I can see your microphone is muted.
Muted.
There we go. Hey, sorry. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's close for today. Please stay a little bit in here. I will start the video again. I can't hear often enough the medium fish. So thank you again. See you back on the stream. Send me your new music when you have something ready to start. Send it over for the radio show, please. And thank you again, and have a good time.
Will do. Thank you, Jørg.
Thank you, Jørg.
Thank you,
If you're
Jørg.
out there, listen to Love
Thank you.
Battalion.
Love Battalion.
Bye bye.
Let's see.
One, two, three, four. We're headed for stormy weather. Yesterday it felt like winter. Today is a Tropicana. Welcome to Indiana. Life living in a drive-through state. Big concerts come on a weekday. Cool cities, but the rest is a cornfield. Gotta live and learn how to keep it real. Sometimes I wanna pack and leave, but the cost of living here is so cheap. My city's really got all I need. Oh, medium fish in a small pond, yeah, that's me. Midwestern girls wanna marry you. Little sister sure is pretty too. Wide open skies of every hue. Nobody gonna tell me what to do. Bible thumpers and red hats everywhere. Mike Pence, yeah, let's not go there. Simple, good people for the most part. Backward as hell, but they got a good heart. Sometimes I wanna pack and leave, but the cost of living here is so cheap. My city's really got all I need. Oh, medium fish in a small pond, yeah, that's me. Sometimes I wanna pack and leave, but the